Right, I'm going to stand up for the BBC this morning. I worked there for 20 years. It's in my DNA as much as ITV is.
How are you going to defend the Panorama edit?
I'm going to say that Panorama, we have not seen the whole documentary because they've taken it down. Many people did see the documentary, of course, because it went out last October. I don't remember criticism at the time of the Panorama documentary, and any of us making that kind of report would have put an obvious edit in between the two things that Donald Trump said. Because let's not forget, he said both of those things...
in totally different contexts.
In the same speech, just before the Capitol Hill riots.
Yeah, hang on, but separated by almost an hour. And the quote at the very end of the speech, when he says, and we fight, he wasn't talking about Capitol Hill at all there. He was talking about his completely fallacious accusation that the election had been stolen.
That's right.
But he wasn't talking about a march on Capitol Hill. And I'm sorry, but like you, I've sat in news edit suites thousands of times in my career.
This was a documentary edit suite.
All right, it's a documentary. It's a news documentary. Panorama's a news documentary programme.
But as you can hear from the music underneath the edit, it's obviously building a drama. It's misleading. He didn't say those two things at the same time, and the edit should have been made obvious.
You physically have to take the quote that he gave at the end of his speech, drag it back nearly an hour,
That's right.
stitch it together
That's
with
right.
the earlier quote, which is a seamless edit. You can't see that it's an edit.
That's right.
Unless you're a professional. Of course, you can see the little cutaway, the wide shot that covers the join, so you don't see a jump cut and think, oh, that's not part of the same sentence.
Should have made that edit very obvious.
But they made why did they make the edit in the first place?
We don't know because we can't see the documentary. I didn't see the documentary when it went out. None of us can watch the documentary now to judge it.
If there was a defence for that edit, it would have been made last week. It would have been made last week by the BBC.
Not of the documentary.
Said a word.
My defence is not of the documentary.
OK.
My defence is of the BBC. 21,000 people work for the BBC. To think that the Director-General has to be responsible for the output of all those 21,000 people is simply unrealistic. I understand why the head of news has resigned, because this was on her watch. I can totally understand that she carries the can. She said herself in her resignation letter, the buck stops with me. But the Director-General going over a misleading edit on Panorama, I find
it is more than a misleading edit. This is the President of the United States being grievously misrepresented by the flagship documentary programme of the BBC. And excuse me,
you know, he was the subject of impeachment for inciting those riots.
And yes, and actually he was cleared. We may not like that.
OK, in the Senate trial, 57 senators voted to convict and 43 voted to acquit.
I am not defending Donald Trump.
A majority of senators voted to acquit.
But that doesn't entitle you to bend the truth.
I totally agree.
Right.
But did it...
Can I just answer your question about the DG resigning?
Yeah.
He absolutely should have resigned because his lack of any commentary last week in the face of this criticism, if there was a defence to be made of that edit of the kind that you've put forward this morning, he should have made it. No, he didn't. He stayed completely silent.
Can I just say, you've just misrepresented what I said.
OK, go on. I didn't edit it, though.
Do you think that the head of ITV should now resign because you said that I was defending the edit when I didn't defend the edit?
All right,
I'm defending the BBC.
OK, I'll amend the word defend.
There we go,
You explained the edit in a way that he had the opportunity every day last week
We
to
haven't watched the documentary, so I can't explain the edit.
We're going to agree to differ.
Right.